Welcome to this explainer on Google's massive cloud next updates. Look, we're going to unpack exactly how these crazy technical announcements translate into one thing: building a 24/7 automated business for you. If you've been sitting there wondering how this latest AI boom actually helps your daily workflow, well, you're in exactly the right place. Let's cut through the noise and build a real, actionable blueprint, all right? To really wrap our heads around this, we're going to look at this whole ecosystem like a giant automation engine. We'll hit the new hardware foundation, building your AI workforce, meeting the research monsters, how search and design have totally evolved, and finally, scaling your business forward. We're going from the invisible infrastructure right up to the apps you'll use every single day.
All right, Section 1, the new hardware foundation. Let's dive right into the invisible silicon that's actually powering this massive leap forward. 3 times the power. That's the multiplier we're talking about with Google's new TPU-8, their 8th generation training chip. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth should I care about some server chip? Well, it's simple. Because when the cost and time to train AI drop this much, the tools you use every single day are about to get drastically cheaper, way faster, and honestly, a lot smarter. Running nonstop AI agents isn't some crazy luxury anymore. It's totally accessible to all of us. So this brings us to a massive shift. Basically, historically, AI models needed centralized training. We're talking thousands of chips in one place, all synced up perfectly. And if one data center crashed, oh man, it was literally like your whole team calling in sick on the exact same day. All work just stopped. But Google introduced this thing called decoupled deloco, and it completely fixes that massive vulnerability. And this isn't just some pipe dream theory. They tested it perfectly on the Gemma 4 models. Just to put that into perspective, that's a massive 12 billion parameter model spread across 4 totally different US regions. If one center takes a hit, the others just seamlessly keep working. For your business, that means your AI workforce stays totally reliable, it gets smarter, and most importantly, it never calls in sick. Moving on to Section 2, building your AI workforce. Let's see how that insane hardware actually builds into the next layer, the Gemini Enterprise Agent Platform.
Okay, imagine you run a super busy online community, right? Your inbox is probably getting absolutely hammered with the same questions over and over. Well, using their zero-code agent designer, you can instantly build a workflow to handle that inbox in 4 totally easy steps. It literally reads the emails, sorts out the questions, fires off replies to the easy ones, and then, only then, forwards the really important stuff to you. Bam! Just like that, you've bought hours of your week back.
Now, what is really fascinating here is that this platform isn't some walled garden locked to just Google. Nope. It actually gives you access to over 200 different AI models. You want to use Google's Gemini 3.1 Pro? Great. Want to tap into Anthropic or other third-party models? You can do that too. You essentially get to pick the absolute best brain for every specific job, and you monitor the whole shebang from one centralized agent inbox. And that brings us to what I think is a total game changer: long-running agents. You can literally set these things up to work autonomously in the background for hours or even days. Like, picture this. While you are fast asleep, these agents are out there aggressively finding leads, sending super personalized messages, and actually booking meetings straight into your calendar. By the time you wake up and grab your coffee, the hardest part of the job is already done.
All right, Section 3, meet the research monsters. Now we're getting into the real heavy lifters of this ecosystem, Google's 2 new autonomous research agents.
Okay, so let's break this down. On one side, you've got deep research. That's your go-to for lightning-fast answers when you're in a pinch. But then, there's Deep Research Max. This thing is an absolute monster built for extreme depth. It doesn't just search, it thinks, it loops, and it grinds for hours. To give you some context, the old research tests had models scoring around 66%. Max? It scored an absolutely mind-blowing 93.3%. It's just off the charts.
But here is the real kicker. Max doesn't just scour the public web. It securely taps into your private company files, customer info, and internal notes. You could actually assign Max to evaluate a new business offer right before you go to bed. It'll pull internet insights, cross-reference them with your private company data, and boom, you wake up to a massive 20-page strategic report. It's like having a genius analyst working the night shift. Moving on to Section 4, search and design evolved. So the really crucial point here is how this crazy intelligence integrates perfectly across all your business media. And it starts with Gemini Embedding 2.
If you're wondering what an embedding is, it's basically how AI understands the fundamental meaning of your data across text, images, videos, audio, all in one single place. The new Gemini Embedding 2 lets you bypass clunky keywords entirely. You can literally just type, "Show me videos where customers talk about saving time," and the AI instantly pulls the exact moments from hours and hours of footage. No more endless scrubbing. It's almost like magic.
And for the creative side of things, Google open-sourced this brilliant concept called Design MD. Basically, think of it as a master recipe card that holds your exact brand colors, fonts, style, and tone, so AI tools can actually read it. Because it's open source, any AI you use knows exactly what your brand is supposed to look like. No more sending designers back for 10 rounds of revisions because the vibe was just off.
Speaking of design, if you're a Pro or Ultra subscriber, you now have access to Nano Banana Pro right inside Google AI Studio. Yes, that is literally the real name. But despite sounding like a smoothie, it is a powerhouse for image generation. You can spin up perfectly tailored product photos or killer banner ads in seconds, right from the same dashboard where you run your text and research agents.
Finally, Section 5, Scaling Your Business Forward. When you take a step back, this brilliantly illustrates our final point. These aren't just random, flashy tech tools. They're a complete, end-to-end blueprint for future-proofing your business. To actually get this stuff running, the source brings up the AI Profit Boardroom. You get access to over 100 specific AI use cases, step-by-step guides, working templates, and real business examples. It's exactly what you need to actually start building your own autonomous agent workforce today, rather than just staring at a blank screen wondering where to start.
And hey, if you're looking for a zero-cost way in, there's the AI Success Lab. It is 100% free and gives you all the video notes, tested prompts, and access to a sprawling community of over 68,000 members who are out there crushing it right now with these exact tools. Honestly, it's an incredible place to start.
So what does this all mean? Well, the gap between companies adopting this ecosystem and the ones just waiting around is growing wider every single day. The tech is here, it's cheap, and it works, which leaves you with one absolutely vital question to answer for your own business. Will you automate, or will you fall behind? Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and seriously, go start experimenting with these tools today.